And sweet children, you are becoming the masters of the world where there are no limits. It is a wonder how you claim the kingdom of the whole world with the power of yoga. Question, with which bond of the drama is the father also bound? We are bound in the drama and we have to come play our parts. Baba also is bound. Answer, Baba says, I have come personally in front of you, children. And he says, I come personally. It's me in front of you, God. I am bound by this bond. Unless I come, the tangled thread cannot be untangled. I don't come to give blessings or have mercy on you. Everybody thinks, oh, God has to come out of mercy or give me blessings. No, he does that, but he doesn't come for that. I also don't revive the dead. People think, oh, he can bring the dead back to life. I simply come to purify you from being impure. Song, having found you, I have found everything. Om Shanti. When you children heard the words of the song, you should have goose pimples because you are sitting personally in front of the Father. No matter how many scholars, pundits, and gurus there are in the world, none of those human beings know that the unlimited Father comes once every 5,000 years. Only you children know this. Children say, whatever I am, however I am yours. The Father also says, whatever you are, however you are my children. You know that he is the Father of all souls. Everyone calls out to him. The Father explains, there is such a great shadow of Ravan over the world, over everyone. Not a single one can understand why they don't experience happiness from the one, capital O, whom they call the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul. They have forgotten who he is. They have forgotten. Only that Baba, God himself, can give us that inheritance. The Father himself explains, no one can understand such an easy matter. The Father explains that he is the same one whom the whole world calls out to. Oh God, oh God. He says, I'm the same one whom they're all calling out to. They call out, Oh Kuda, Urdu name for God. Oh Ram, Hindu name for God. And whilst calling out in this way, they leave their bodies, they die. That same Father is teaching you, and while calling out in this way, they leave their bodies. Your intellects have now gone there. Baba has come exactly as he did in the previous cycle, cannot be any different. Baba comes every cycle, purifies you, and takes you from degradation to salvation. It is sung, the purifier Father of all. You children are now sitting in front of him. You are the most beloved, sweet children. This refers to the people of Bharat. Your father takes birth in Bharat. The father says, I take birth in Bharat. And so they would definitely be loved the most. Everyone remembers him. Whatever religion someone belongs to, he remembers the founder of his own religion. They even actually tend to remember the founder more than they remember God. Yeah, people remember Jesus Christ more than they remember God. The people of Bharat don't know that they belong to the original eternal deity religion. Baba explains that Bharat is the ancient land. No land is older. So they ask, who says that only Bharat existed before? They have heard many things. Some say one thing, others say another. Some say, who says that Shiva, the Supreme Soul, spoke the Gita? Sri Krishna was also the Supreme Soul and spoke the Gita. That's false, but they say that. They say God is omnipresent and the whole game is his. All of these are forms of God, all these different murtis, images that they use. They say, no, they're all God. No, they're not. God adopts many forms to perform his divine activities. God can do whatever he wants. They say all this. This is not true. You children now understand how powerful Maya is. Today they say, Baba, I will definitely claim the inheritance and become Narayan from an ordinary human. So if you go around saying God can do whatever he wants, he's doing everything, he's omnipresent, and he's the one giving us sorrow, he's the one hurting us, he's the one until he says transform, we can't transform. They think like this. This is why it's all false thinking. About Today they say, Baba, I will definitely claim the inheritance and become Narayan, perfect man, from an ordinary human being. Tomorrow, then, so they say that today, and tomorrow
They forget it.
they won't be here. How many we saw like that? Who really at the time said it was God. They felt God. They had yoga experience. Gone, 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 gone. As Maya came. You know how so many divorced Baba and left. They used to drive Mama around in cars. They are no longer here today. They were chauffeurs for Mama even, and they're gone. Even such good ones entered the company of Maya and fell to such an extent that they fell right to the bottom. Those who understand this in the previous cycle will understand it again. Look what there is in the world nowadays. Look at what you children are becoming. You heard in the song where it is said, we are claiming such an inheritance that we become the masters of the whole world. There is nothing limited there, whereas there are limits everywhere here. They say, if your airplanes enter our airspace, we will shoot them down. They're saying that nowadays. There is nothing limited there. This song is sung, but no one understands the meaning of it. You understand that you truly are once again being made into masters of the world by Baba. You've been around the cycle of 84 births many times, countless times, eternally. You experienced sorrow for just a short time, but you experienced a lot of happiness. And this is why Baba says, I give you children limitless happiness. The only one who could keep count would be Baba. But Baba doesn't keep count because even he plays his part identically, right? So he doesn't think, oh, I told them that last cycle and I'm going to tell them this cycle. He just waits till it's time to tell them something, right? And this is why Baba says, I give you children limitless happiness. Now don't become defeated by Maya. The Father has many children. Not everyone can be worthy to the same extent. When someone has 5 to 7 children and one or two of them become unworthy, they would spoil his head. They would cause him a lot of stress. They would squander hundreds of thousands or even millions of rupees. The father could be a completely righteous soul, whereas the son would have nothing in his account, penniless. Baba has seen many such examples. You children know that all the people of the world are the children of the unlimited Father. So even sons, the children, the blood of the father, betray their father. Not everybody's honest. The father says, this Bharat is my birthplace. He takes birth in Bharat. Everyone values his own country. If they leave their bodies in another country, they are brought back to their own country. Yeah? They repatriate the body. The Father comes in Bharat. He also gives you people of Bharat your unlimited inheritance once again. You children say that you are once again becoming deities, the masters of the world. You were those masters. Look what your condition has now become from what you were. This has become your condition whilst taking 84 births. The drama has to be understood. This is called a play of victory and defeat. This is a play about Bharat. So the principal theme, it's all about Bharat, the rise and fall of Bharat, but also the world in general, but Bharat in particular. So this is a play about Bharat, and you have your parts in this play. You Brahmins have the highest parts of all in the drama, because you give the introduction of Baba to everyone. And therefore help them return home, become pure and return home. You become the masters of the whole world. You experience a lot of happiness. No one else can experience as much happiness than you. The very name is heaven. This is now hell. The happiness here is like droppings of a crow, temporary, and not even pure. Today they are multimillionaires, but you don't know what they might become in their next birth. This is a world of sinful souls. The golden age is the world of charitable souls. You are becoming charitable souls, so you must never commit any sin. The only way you could do that is if you follow Srimad all the time. Always be very straightforward with Baba. The father says, from the Copper Age onwards, Dharamraj has been constantly with me. Dharamraj means the supreme judge. Dharamraj is not with me in the Golden Age or the Silver Age. In fact, Baba's not even there. You have been donating and performing charity in my name From the Copper Age onwards, they speak of offering something in the name of God. They make donations to God. By putting Sri Krishna's name in the Gita, they have written that they offer it to Sri Krishna. Only the one Father gives the return. This is why it is wrong to say that they offer something to Sri Krishna. You can't get any return from offering something to Sri Krishna. You have to offer it to Shiv Baba, incorporeal God. It's all right to say that you offer it to God. Nothing can be received by saying that they offer it to Ganesh, Sri Ganesh. Nevertheless, I have been giving something or the other to everyone in return for their devotion. No one knows me. Only you children know that you are surrendering everything to Shiv Baba. Baba also says, I have come to give you your inheritance for 21 births. It's now the stage of descent. Those who donate and perform charity, etc., in the kingdom of Ravan only give to sinful souls. You can't do charity to pure souls, only sinful souls. The degrees continue to decrease. Even if they do receive something, that is only for a temporary period of what they donate in the name of God. You are now receiving everything, the return of your devotion and donations to Baba. You receive everything for how long? 21 births. That is called the kingdom of Ram. You can't say that that is God's kingdom. It is the kingdom of the deities. The Father says, I don't come and rule the kingdom. Your original, God doesn't come to heaven. Your original eternal deity religion has now disappeared. It is now being established once again. The Father is the benefactor. He is called the true Baba, Sai Baba. He is giving you this true knowledge of himself and as well of the beginning, middle, and end of the creation. Baba's telling you this unlimited history and geography. The income here is so great. You are becoming rulers of the globe. Yeah, you earn an income for 21 births of heaven plus residuals through copper and iron age. You're becoming the rulers of the globe. They have shown a discus of violence. In fact, it is the cycle of this knowledge, but this knowledge then disappears. So in the scriptures, they show Krishna using the discus to kill the devils, cuts off their heads. And he's saying, no, there's no such thing as violence, that they have shown it as a violent weapon. It represents self-realization, the knowledge of the cycle. This is your main picture. On one side is the Trimurti, and on the other side are the pictures of the tree and the cycle. Baba's explained, they have written that the duration of each cycle is hundreds of thousands of years. Everything has become completely tangled up. No one but the Father can untangle it. The Father himself has come personally in front of you to entangle everything. He says, according to the drama, I have to come. So I am bound by this drama. He can't say, no, I don't want to come this time. Yeah, you'll say, oh, I don't want the cycle to repeat identically. Yeah, well, what if Baba said, no, I don't feel like coming this time? Right? It is not possible for me not to come. And it's not possible for any of you not to come. And it's not possible for any of you not to become pure. And it's not possible for any of you to become impure. It isn't that I come and revive the dead or that I liberate someone from his or her illness. Many children say, Baba, have mercy on me. However, there's no question of having mercy, etc. here. You didn't call me to come and bless you so that you wouldn't incur a loss or get ill. You call out, O purifier, come, remove our sorrow, bestower of happiness, come. So you ask God to come so he could purify you, remove your sorrow, and give you happiness. Even doctors are removers of pain from bodies. Is this why I have come? Yeah, to do the work of a doctor? You say, make us into the masters of the new world of heaven and give us peace. You don't say, come and liberate me from my illness. No one can receive peace or liberation for all time. They have to play their parts. Those who come later have so much peace. Even now, souls are continuing to come down. Yeah. So those who come later into the drama, they don't have as much happiness because golden age is happiness. But whether they come in silver age and or golden age or copper age, they stay in the soul world and are in peace for that whole time. Even now, souls are continuing to come down. They have stayed in the land of peace for all that length of time. According to the drama, those who have it in their parts will come. No one's part
Can be changed.
cannot be changed. Bub explains, there are very many souls residing in the land of peace who will come down by the end. This drama is predestined. Those who are to come at the end, it means the end of Iron Age, those who are to come at the end
Will do so.
will come at the end. This tree has been made. You have to explain all the pictures, etc., that have been created. Everybody comes into their religion at a specific time. They all come number-wise, and so therefore they are considered to be of different ages, because the ones who come early obviously are the oldest, and the ones who come later are youngest in terms of worldly experience. They have less parts, shorter parts. You have to explain all the pictures, etc., that have been created. Many more pictures will continue to be made exactly as they were made in the previous cycle. The details of 84 births are in the picture of the tree. The drama is also in the picture of the tree. The picture of the ladder has also now been created. So we showed you that picture of the ladder when we were doing the cycle. Human beings don't understand anything. It's as though they are complete Budus, simpletons. It's now in the intellects of you children that Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, who is the ocean of knowledge and the ocean of peace, is teaching you through this one's body, Brahma Baba's body. The Father says, I enter the one who becomes the master of the world first. The one who becomes the number one soul, Narayan, is Brahma. I enter him. You know that you truly become Brahmins through Brahma. These things are not mentioned in the Gita, the scripture of the Gita. The Father says, this one, even Brahma, used to worship Narayan, his former self. So he was also ignorant of who Narayan was and who he was. He would still study the Gita whilst traveling by train. People thought that he was a great Dharma-atma, religious soul. Now, all of those things are forgotten. Nevertheless, he has studied the Gita, etc. Baba says, I know everything. Shiv Baba says, I know everything. Just consider who it is that you're sitting in front of. I give you 16 hours a day free, but for the rest of the time, you have to do your service. When you serve yourself, it means you're serving the world. Make such effort that whilst doing everything, you remember the Father for at least 8 hours. You are now unable to remember the Father for even 8 hours throughout the whole day. And he says, if you could remember Baba for 8 hours, you would become karmatit and leave your body. When you have that stage, it will be understood that you're doing a lot of service. Don't think that you are doing a lot of service, because that would be ego. Some give very good first-class lectures, but they still have no yoga at all. The pilgrimage of remembrance is the main thing. The Father says there is a big burden of sin on your heads. Therefore, wake up early in the morning and remember the Father. The atmosphere between 2 and 5 a.m. is first class. Best time to get up from between 2 and 5 a.m. At night, souls become soul conscious, and that is called sleep. Yeah, but if you fall asleep here, that's not called soul consciousness. So don't hear that incorrectly. That is why the Father says, remember the Father as much as possible. The Father now says, Man Man above. This is the mantra for the stage of ascending. Acha, to you sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love remembrance. Good morning from the Mother, Father, Bap Dada. The spiritual Father says, Namaste to you spiritual children, and
The spiritual children say namaste to the spiritual father.
essence for Dharma. Number one, be straightforward and honest with the Father. You are the children, so you have to be completely honest. You got to think about how honest is honest. Be straightforward and honest with the Father. Even being straight, not just honest, but don't obfuscate or avoid or, tell stories or whatever, right? What we call forthright. Tell the whole truth, not just what you think needs to be told. You are the children of the benefactor Father, and you therefore have to benefit everyone. So become worthy. 2, whilst doing everything, definitely have at least
8 hours of
8 hours of remembrance. Remembrance is the main thing. It is by doing this that your burden of sin will be removed. May you, blessing, may you be generous hearted and become a great donor by being a bestower and donating at every second with every thought. Deities, give, give, give. You children of the bestowers are not those who take, but you are those who give. You have to give at every second with every thought. When you become such a bestower, you would then be called generous hearted. You would then be called a generous hearted great donor. By becoming such a great donor, you automatically receive great power. However, in order to give, your treasure store has to be full. You have taken whatever you need, and all that now remains is for you just to give what you've received from above. So continue to give, for by giving, your treasure store will become
full.
even fuller. Slogan. In order to claim full marks in every subject, imbibe the virtue of, this is not a common one. You know it. In order to claim full marks in every subject, you need to have the virtue of
Maturity.
very good. How did you get that one?
I just give to
Good for you. Om Shanti. Virtue of maturity. Aviat signal. Imbibe the virtues of sweetness and humility to become great. A humble soul can easily become a bestower of happiness. However, arrogance doesn't allow you to be filled with humility so that you could give in all circumstances and situations, conditions. If there isn't humility, then service cannot take place. The specialty of a server is that he is constantly humble and bows down. Only then can he make others bow down. The more humility you have, the more humble you will be. So that's not being shy or timid. That just means staying in your self-respect, not reacting, not getting your buttons pushed, right? And giving respect to everyone. The more humility you have, the more humble you will be. When you are humble, there will not be any kind of bossiness, but there will be spirituality. Just as the Father comes here with so much humility, so follow the Father in the same way. Om Shanti.